I'm just on my way to work. Got a lot on my mind. Thinking about a lot. It's a few things that I was really thinking about, like as far as society and opportunity, and I don't know, like inventing yourself. Like, I mean, okay, you was birthed. Well, I can say reinventing. You was birthed and, you was born a certain way, but at the same time, it's a certain lifestyle that you can choose to live and gain the wisdom to make sure that you follow along the path that was meant for you. And I know it's buried in your heart, and in your mind, you might get thrown off course because you think, like, sometimes your environment or the people that you're around, they can affect the outcome of the course that you're on. But like I said, I was on my way to work, and I was thinking, like, when I was younger or whatnot, I really wanted a job and I couldn't get one. Like, first of all, like when I was young, I looked way younger than when I was really than my age or whatnot. So when I was like 15, like, you was allowed to have a job at like, I think 15 and a half or something. You had to get like a work permit from your parents and all of this stuff. Like, I used to put in applications and I still couldn't get a job. And then the job that I would get, I believe my first real job, real job, I guess I can say, was at Burger King. And I knew that shit was not for me. I worked there maybe a few months or whatnot. And like when I first started working there, they had me on the schedule a lot, but then over a period of time, they can see like my energy wasn't the same. Like I didn't like that, you know what I'm saying? I didn't like the fast food business, you know what I'm saying, as far as that went. But now that I'm older, I done read like some books and stuff, and like for real, like books can either break you or make you. And at first they kind of broke me because I just started finding out information that I never knew. And I'm grown, you know what I'm saying? This wasn't really that long ago, you know what I'm saying? I'm an adult. And you're like, damn, working for these $1 million or multi-million-dollar corporations, and you getting peanuts in return. Like, you compensated with peanuts, like living paycheck to paycheck. You struggling, you in jeopardy of your lights getting cut off, or something not getting paid. Then it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You start reading more and more books, and you find out how all these entrepreneurs, got on top and was able to, become free financially. Like, they can pretty much do whatever the heck they want, because they're making passive income. So my thing is, I couldn't stomach the fact that I was working for these corporations, making them rich, making them money, and I'm getting peanuts and I'm struggling and I'm miserable, and I'm thinking like, okay, retired at like in my mid-60s or something like that, and the way the world working right now, or America is going right now, is like, damn, it may be even beyond my 60s. I might be in my early 70s before I can retire. And by that time, it's like, damn, you ain't got that much longer to live. So I'm still working on it. I mean, I don't have all the answers, but at the same time, I just felt like I needed to spread this out, put the vibe out, so the universe can hear what I'm saying. But never give up. Never give up, man. You can be going through the hellish times, and out of nowhere, God just opened the door for you, because everything happened for a reason. I remember times I was going to jail, and like at first it was like this. My friends was going to jail all the time and stuff, like getting into trouble, and like I'd be like inches away from going to jail, dodging all these bullets or whatnot. And then like the next summer, it was like my turn. It's pretty much what I was getting arrested for was like little minor trafficking stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, driving with no license or driving under suspension, stuff that wasn't that serious. And then it started getting worse into like felonies. Like, you know, I got 2 felonies and DUIs and, you know what I'm saying, kicking it, drinking and shit like that. And I'm getting pulled over because I'm drunk or I make myself stand out in some type of way. And my thing is, all of that stuff had to happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to always replay things that happened to me in my life. Like, if I would have did this and if I would have did that. It's all a part of learning. And experience is the best teacher. You know, some people don't have to go through stuff on their own or, you know what I'm saying, personally to learn certain things. They just don't want to try it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm adventurous, very adventurous. Always have been, always will be. So, I mean, I thought I was above the law, invincible, all of this type of stuff, and I felt like, if anything, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm too slick, I'm too smooth. And in some cases I was, like, I dodged a lot of bullets, you know, just by finessing. But at the same time, I don't want to continue taking that risk, because when you start to begin to realize, like, what you putting up, you know what I'm saying, ain't really worth the risk that you taking. And I just know, like, I gotta focus on one thing. Like, I mean, not one thing particular, like, winning is, of course, you know what I'm saying, but, like, I gotta focus on whatever course I'm on, you know what I'm saying, and just stay working and pushing and grinding, you know, to get forth, like, through the struggle. And I know I'm not the only one. There's millions of people like me around the world. And a lot of people sell dope, or you got females that strip, bartend, and do all type of crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying, to get the bank. And I'm not knocking them for what they do. It's just only certain things that I'm willing to do for it. And I know if I make it legally and it's legit, I know one thing, they can't take that from me. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm going about it the right way, paying my taxes, doing what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to cutthroat nobody or whatever the case may be. Then I know it's mine to keep. And I've been, you know, in situations where I was doing good in life. You know what I'm saying? Doing real good. Better than a lot of people. I'm doing better than a lot of people now. But forget all the comparison. It's about knowing, is you doing your best? And right now, I am doing my best. But my best ain't nearly as good to me as where I seen myself before, or where I see myself in the future. So the message is, don't quit. You know what I'm saying? Just stick with it, man. Whatever it is, stick with it. You know what I'm saying? Something is going to break forth. It's all about numbers, you know, principles and stuff. I mean, it's probables. You know, like, a certain amount of hours you put in work in a day, the closer you get into your goal. And, you know, I was at a point like, damn, you know, I ain't want to be in a relationship, because I'm like, damn, I got to get my shit together. You know what I'm saying? Then there's some females out there like, well, we gonna grind together. And I respect that. But at the same time, if you a man, you know it's a certain feeling, you know what I'm saying, that you have when you can't provide. Especially if you got kids. You know, I pay child support, and that comes out automatically. But it's still certain things that I want to do, you know what I'm saying, for my son. and give them things that, or take them places or to events and stuff, and then I might not have the money because I'm in jeopardy of my lights being cut off or whatever the case may be. And it's stressful. And I don't think people should live like that. It's like you born into a do or die situation. In retrospect, it's like either you learn this stuff as a youngster, you know what I'm saying, or as a kid. You know, most people, parents have taught them financial education and all of this stuff, how to spend your money, how to save it, how to invest your money and all of this stuff. My mom never sat down and talked to me about that type of stuff because she wasn't financially educated herself. She struggled too. I mean, but I'm not saying like we had the lights out or I never, like I missed a meal, you know what I'm saying? All of that, I never missed a meal. But the whole point was is that the meal that I might ate was probably something, you know, she could afford, and that was it, you know what I'm saying? And it might not been what we wanted to eat or whatever the case may be, but it was a meal. And you gotta respect that, you know? And like you can't just be raising your kids off of McDonald's and stuff like that. And sometimes that's cost money. So all the time it costs money, but so you put together some type of meal that you got from, because you went grocery shopping, and you know, like I said, it might not be the best meal, but it's a meal you ate. And you always got to respect that. Never was in a situation where we was evicted or, you know what I'm saying, anything like that. But I know she struggled because I saw it. And as I grew older and became, you know, more mature and whatnot, I can tell, like, you know what I'm saying, I look back at stuff and I'm like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying, she can only afford to put this amount in her gas tank to get to work. And I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying, I'm seeing this. But I always was like a hoarder. Like, you know what I'm saying, when it came to money, when I was young, I was like a hoarder. I just wanted to save it, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't taught what to do with it once I got it. I wasn't taught to, hey, you know, I'm going to invest in this, I'm going to invest in that. Especially being that young, you know what I'm saying? But some people already knew. Some people already had that privilege of knowing, like, look, once you save this amount, purchase this. Once you purchase this, sell it for this amount. Purchase another one. Or, you know what I'm saying? It was never taught to me. And I think that's what we got to do with our kids to make sure they don't see the same struggle as us. You know, my mom she didn't have money like that, you know what I'm saying? She made what she made. But there's some people that I went to school with whose parents was better off, you know what I'm saying? And they had everything. And not to say they wrong for that, you know what I'm saying? Some people just, I feel like if there was any type of luck, which I don't really believe in luck, but if there was any type of luck, your luck depends on to what family you birth in. Because very few make it out of poverty because of not knowing how to, you know, handle money or whatever the case may be, or not knowing how to market their talents. I knew once I read these books or whatnot, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, Babylon, what was it, The Richest Man in Babylon. Those books, once I read those books, I knew it before I read the books, but it's like reading the books verified it. It confirmed it, you know what I'm saying? And I knew that working a job wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? And I do it because I have to right now. But believe me, man, like each and every day I'm trying to think of a way to get out of this situation. I want to go to school, but at the same time I'm like, damn, That's gonna take a while, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the time gonna pass anyway, but still, it's like, that's a long time to still be working. I know I'm an entrepreneur. I know I'm a boss. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, what frustrates me is like when you don't see any progress. Like, you gaining knowledge, but you don't see the progress. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, I can quit my job now. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's different levels like that. Because it's only so far you're going to go on the job. You're not going to become the CEO. I mean, that's rare. That's very rare. You know, so once you make it to the highest level, more money, you're going to spend more money, especially if you're not knowing. Like, if you're not financially educated, you're going to spend as much money as you're making because you got it. So I'm just really spreading out, you know what I'm saying, the energy, and for the universe to hear me, you know what I'm saying, to let the universe know I'm coming and work with me. I'm gonna work with myself, you know, and that's crazy because I never invested in myself when it came to certain things. Like, I invested in myself, like I was rapping, you know what I'm saying, and I didn't build a team. That was the first thing that I should have did, you know what I'm saying, build a team. I'm like, I'm gonna do this by myself, and once I make it, don't nobody better ask me for shit, you know what I'm saying, because I invested all of this. But that's not the way it goes. Sometimes you need people around you to not, you know what I'm saying, you need a mentor. You do need a mentor sometimes, but you need people to advise you on certain things, you know what I'm saying, and let you know, like, sometimes what you're doing ain't the right thing. It ain't the way to go about it. And I wasn't blessed, or I didn't have those type of people around me, because I felt like I'm going to just do this by myself. Because the content was going to be all me. Whatever beat I chose to rap on was going to be all me. Studio time all me. You know, where I wanted to record was all me. All of these things would be all me. And I respect myself for trying to do it like that, but you can't go far like that. You can go fast, but you can't go far. And that's pretty much what it was. And I don't want to ever do that again. I felt like that was a learning lesson for me. And I'm not necessarily saying that's what, if I was to rap again, it ain't even about that. It's about anything that I do. Like, you know what I'm saying, even being an entrepreneur, you gotta have a team, people around you that believe in the vision. You know, y'all share the same vision. And you understand what the vision is. It's like you totally understand it. So y'all work on different ways and aspects and points of views to get there. And you can't do it all. And go back to the rap thing. Like, I can't promote myself, be in the studio recording all of this type of stuff and still be a rapper. Like, you know, it's too much footwork to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't be everywhere. I'm not an octopus either. I don't have, you know, all these hands and stuff that I can be doing this and doing that and all of this type of stuff too. Even, like, you know, it's easier now to promote yourself, like, especially on with social media, and you got the internet and all of that. It's a lot easier than back in the day. But when it's easier though, you still got a lot of people that's doing it too. So, I mean, you don't know how many times I done went to a liquor store and somebody done gave me their CD and it was trash. So that lets you know, and this was even before, like, the internet, like, was very popular, social media was popular. You know what I'm saying? You'll go to a liquor store, you'll have a cat walk up to you, like, man, support, man, Cleveland, like, you know what I'm saying? Support. So I'm like, all right, man, you know, I might be sliding one day, and it might be right then and there. I might pop it in, you know what I'm saying, on my way leaving the liquor store. But whatever the case may be, I didn't had that experience so much that I didn't even want people's CDs at one point. You know, and especially the people that was charging, because I'm not about to waste my money on trash. You know, the engineer might have been off and can't really hear what they saying. And I even recorded a CD like that, where the engineering was off. I mean, I got good feedback from this CD, but at the same time, that was the issue. It's like, you know, some parts of the song you can't really, or some songs on the CD you really couldn't hear me clearly. And that was my fault, because I kind of rushed that thing. I felt like I was working on it for too long, and then you had people asking, like, especially the people that knew that I was doing it. It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying, when you gonna get done? Like, I believe I started recording that year in October. And then I really didn't fully finish it. I finished the regular version of it, maybe in June of that year. So you got that long, like, and it's because, and it's not because I couldn't come up with the material or anything. It was because the money. I had to pay somebody, you know what I'm saying, to mix it. I had to pay somebody, like, because I wanted them, like, the freaky, so I had a DJ do that, you know what I'm saying, pay somebody to DJ on it. And that was, I didn't finally get it back until 2 months after I was done, like, you know, with the regular version of it. But it's just, if you got a team, maybe you can have somebody, y'all can put together money, you know what I'm saying, especially somebody that's not in it to sink your boat. Because you will have those type of people invest in you, especially if they believe in you and they know what you got, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that I believe that, and then there was a lot of people that was just wanted to sink the boat. They wanted to be a part of it, but at the same time, they wasn't doing nothing to promote or market or anything like that. They just wanted to be there if it blew up, just in case, on that just in case note, you know what I mean? And that's not real to me, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be there regardless, like, even throw up some dollars. Look, if it's $20, hey, I got $20 towards your next recording session or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a lot of people like that. And my thing is, if you have people around you like that, keep those people around you. And those are the type of people you build the team with. And it took all of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was a very long time ago, you know what I'm saying, when I did all of that. But it took all of that to learn what type of people you need on your team. Sometimes it takes somebody stabbing you in your back to let you know what a friend is, because you see the signs before they stab you. They ain't nobody that smooth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people can fake it all they want, but at the same time, it's certain signs. Like, what you consider a friend may not be my definition of a friend. Friend they gon', you know what I'm saying? When if you ain't around and somebody speaking down on your name, they gon' cut that shit. You know what I'm saying? They gon' cut that shit. Like, what is you doing, fam? Like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They not about to let that happen. They're not about to sit up there and gain all this information about you unless they was y'all some plotters and y'all some schemers, and they was supposed to be he playing a role for you, or she playing a role for you, whoever. You know what I'm saying? But they not just about to sit up there and come back and tell you what somebody else said about you. That's not a real friend to me. You know what I'm saying? Real friend gonna cut that shit. You don't check whoever speaking down about you. And to me, that's real. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what you supposed to do. I go to jail. Ain't nobody like coming and saying, like, put money on my books, or, you know what I'm saying, so I can get some commissary or something. Like, that type of stuff. And then when I get out, like, I might stir away from people for a while, but I'll still be around. You know what I'm saying? And that's not, I was supposed to cut the shit then. So you learn, you know what I'm saying? And I always been like the type of person that I need to be rejuvenated. Like I'm a energized person. Like, so when whoever know me know that when I come around, it's energy. Even if I'm going through something, I won't even be around you because I know my energy gone. Because I'm too pressed about what the situation is. So I'm trying to plot and figure out how to, you know what I'm saying, solve this problem that I have or problems. So that you might not hear from me for a while. And I've always been like that. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is whoever know me know when I'm around there's gonna be some energy. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I had to step away from people for the simple fact that I don't have, like, you know what I'm saying, I don't have the energy to deal with these people. Especially if they ain't real. You know what I'm saying? And then once you find out, it's like, damn. I mean, you knew it all along, though. It's just that you ain't want to believe it. You give people the benefit of the doubt. And it's true. Some people love you when you at the bottom. They hate you when you on top. And not to say that I've been on top, like I'm some type of millionaire, but I've been in good places in my life. And a lot of people didn't want to see me there. And that's cool. It'd be the least people, like the ones that you least suspect. You know what I'm saying? They'd be on that bullshit. And you can tell by vibes. You can tell by the vibes. You know what I'm saying? How somebody is. And I don't know. I just felt like I needed to share a lot of this stuff that was on my mind. You know.